Hello Pokemon trainers, welcome back to another Pokemon Scarlet and Violet Battle Stadium singles video here on iStarly TV, part of my Road to Master series where I try to climb the online ranked Battle Stadium singles ladder. And furthermore, this is part of my month-long team building series, I guess you could say, where for this month of August I am developing this team. Now the team looks the same, it's the same exact team as in my most recent video that went out a couple of days ago. And I just wanted to kind of actually post it as a team code now because I think the team's pretty good. You know, it's been doing pretty well for me in this form. I definitely will be making or continuing to make changes as we go. But yeah, here's the team right here. There's the team code if you want to try it out for yourself. And we'll just get to the battle here. I'm going to do one battle today, and then I'm also going to be posting another battle tomorrow, and then maybe on the weekend or at the beginning of the week, I'll do a longer video as well. We'll see how scheduling goes, because I did start my semester, so I've been a little busier, although this week I did have more time. However, unfortunately, I wasn't feeling well. I was planning on recording and posting yesterday, but I just wasn't feeling great, so I just didn't get around to it. But anyways, we're going to catch up on that. So I'll have a video today and a video tomorrow, so enjoy. Wow, my opponent has Flamigo, which I absolutely love. I've been wanting to try Flamigo for the longest time. Unfortunately, I think as the seasons have gone on, it's gotten worse and worse as stronger Pokemon have been added, but maybe I'll try it out at some point. They also have Garchomp, which you don't typically see. The rest of their Pokemon are pretty standard and just pretty good overall, so let's see here. What am I worried about? I think typically when people see my team, they probably notice the Breloom right away. And they probably kind of prepare for that. Breloom's okay here, but also not amazing. It's decent though, but I think a lot of their potential leads like Garchomp, potentially Flamigo, maybe even Flutter are just all pretty good against Breloom, so I don't want to bring Breloom against those. Bundle is also decent. I think I like Flutter here. Skeledirge has been overall really strong. I think I actually do like Skeledirge as well. And then finally, maybe Chien-Pao? Do I lead with Chien-Pao? Is that weird? I'm going to lead Chien-Pao because it seems decent against a lot of the Pokemon that they might want to lead with. As far as Terra goes, I will probably want to Terrastalize Skeledirge as per usual. I mean, typically if I'm bringing Skeledirge, I will want to Terrastalize it. However, Skeledirge is better against Flamigo if it does not Terrastalize. Wow, I'm guessing Flamigo's their favorite Pokemon because they also have it in their trainer card, which, hey, shout out to them because I also love Flamigo. It's one of my favorite Gen 9 Pokemon for sure. Yeah, so they do lead Heatran, which is a pretty good play on their part. They might have counter-led me. They might have been smart and predicted this. I mean, the thing is, Heatran's just, like, good against my team. Like, honestly, this is not a good start for me. I might have to just go Sacred Sword, though, just to get off as much damage as possible. And if they use their Terra right away, I am okay with that. So, really risky. I guess not risky, but, like, kind of, like, in some ways desperate. Like, that's kind of what I had to do there, was go for the Sacred Sword, because that was better than switching. Now, they go into their Dondozo, which I absolutely hate. Okay, so as far as Terrastalizing Skeledirge, if they have Garchomp, Flutter or Dragonite, I'm in a lot of trouble if I can't Terrastalize it. But honestly, I'm gonna pull the trigger here and Terra. However, you know, this might be pretty bad on my part, because if they also Terrastalize, I think typically Dondozo goes Terra Grass, which would be absolutely awful for me. Honestly, if they go Terra Grass, that sets me back so much, and I just fall so far behind in this battle if that's the case. So I do get the Terra here, and Terra Electric I think is pretty common. Oh, they Protect, which is pretty smart on their end. Terra Electric I think is decently common on Chien-Pao. So I have to make some predictions here, because they either go Terra Grass here or they switch out. You know, they are really bulky, though. They didn't take that Sacred Sword super well. I think they expect if they're not going to Terra, they're probably taking a ton of damage from Terra Blast. This seems really weird, and I'll probably end up regretting this, but I'm going to Icicle Crash. Okay, I overpredicted. I thought they would either Terra Grass or switch out, and that was a really dumb prediction. They go Avalanche, which doesn't do that much. I'm going to Terra Blast now, and it's probably super predictable. I I know it looked weird that I went for the Icicle Crash there, but I had my reasoning, like I said. Also, there was a chance I would flinch them, which made it so that it kind of wouldn't matter what they do. We do knock them out with the Terra Blast, which is perfect. I don't know if Terra Blast makes contact. I don't think so, which means we should live here with the Life Orb. So we won't be taking Rocky Helmet damage. And I don't know, that was kind of a weird play on their part with the Dondozo just like letting it die. I guess they didn't want to switch anything else into my presumed Terra Blast, but I just over-predicted there. I need to get better with like making good plays around terastallizing because, you know, I just kind of out-predicted myself there. Now they go into Flamigo. Naturally, I am a lot faster than Flamigo. I don't think Flamigo has any priority. My guess is that if they went into it here, they are likely to have, like, Choice Scarf. But you know what? I'm just going to Terra Blast again. They faint. Okay. Wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I'm sorry, opponent. I respect you for using Flamigo. I absolutely Ooh, it has Focus Sash. Okay. They're still in this. But after I'm telling them I'm sorry and stuff. I think I win here, though. But yeah, I mean, I keep saying this, but I do really like Flamigo. I am a Flamigo enjoyer, and it is awesome and respectable for me to see that my opponent is trying to use it because it's a fun Pokemon, but very sadly, it's just outclassed by so many things. Like, its stats are not great. Its abilities, I mean, it has a unique ability in the form of Scrappy, although there are Pokemon that have Scrappy that also outpace it, like Hisuian and Decidueye. So, again, cool Pokemon, but yeah. Anyways, we get to finish them off with the Shadow Ball here. I guess it doesn't matter what we go for. I'm going to go Moonblast just because Fairy is a type that has no immunities. And on the weird chance that they predict me to go Shadow Ball and they go for Terra Normal, which would be absolutely weird, you know, this helps me here. Now, their final Pokemon's Heatran. All I have to do is either knock out their Heatran, which is admittedly kind of difficult given the last two Pokemon I have, or simply survive 3 more turns because I do have the Perish Song. I was debating on, with Fluttermane, with going for Moonblast, Shadow Ball, and then the last 2 moves I have are Charm and Perish Song. I was debating on whether to have Mystical Fire in place of one of those 2, but I decided against it. Luckily, I do survive this, so their Perish count goes to 3. I guess if they're choice specs, well, if they're choice specs, I definitely win because Skeledirge will resist Flash Cannon. If they're offensive and they have Earth Power, it's also possible I lose with Skeledirge. So either way, I'm going to Shadow Ball here because I have nothing else to do. Maybe I should have gone for Moonblast there to potentially lower their special attack because the goal here is not to knock them out anymore. Once again, the goal is to survive until Perish Song runs out. But it's entirely possible I lose this game at this point. Again, if they have Earth Power, it is possible for me to lose. So I actually do think I should have just gone Moonblast. Because again, there's no way I'm knocking them out with like 3 or 4 Shadow Balls for my last 2 Pokemon. So I really should have just gone Moonblast there. That would have been smarter. Because the amount of damage I'm doing to them doesn't matter. That's the point I'm making. And it would potentially allow my Skeledirge to take less damage. So we're going to slack off here. Again, the name of the game is stalling them out. If they go Terra Steel here, you know, I don't care. I mean, I kind of don't care what their Terra type is anyway. Unless they're Terra Ground with Earth Power, then I absolutely care because they're probably going to kill me. Alright, so they go Terra Grass. Unsurprisingly, I wasn't going to attack them anyway. It just doesn't matter. I just need to survive. They do have Earth Power. This might be GG. But I do take that, which is perfect. And I forgot I have a berry. Okay, so we might be living here. Luckily for me, they do not get the special defense drop. All right, correction here. I just realized this because I do always forget, even though I shouldn't forget because I use this Pokemon all the time. I was saying how I should have gone Moonblast because it would lower their special attack. I have Unaware, so I think if I lower their special attack, that's ignored. So basically, it doesn't matter. So basically, it doesn't matter that I didn't go for Moonblast, and it didn't matter what I went for. But either way, we are able to successfully stall out Heatran with my beautiful Skeledirge. Skeledirge is really becoming the MVP of this team. And yeah, we win the game thanks to that Perish Song. So my opponent definitely had a chance to win there, but luckily we pulled out that victory. So nice Flamigo there. We get to see Flamigo kind of in action. I mean, it survived a hit, and honestly, it stalled out the game long enough to where my opponent possibly had a chance of winning, but because my Chien-Pao went down. But either way, unfortunately, it just didn't work out for my opponent. So that was a fun one. Because I'm just doing one battle here, let's quickly talk about the team and what I'm thinking so far. So here's the team again. I really like where this team is at right now. One Pokemon that I might consider swapping, actually two Pokemon that are kind of on the table to be removed from the team potentially, are going to be Breloom and Garganacl, just because I don't bring them that often. Like when I first built the team, they were pretty integral to the team composition because they did things that helped me out and they had purposes for being put onto the team. But in all honesty, now that we have Skeledirge is kind of like my go-to tank of the team, as we've seen, because I bring it almost every game. And so Garganacl's not quite as necessary. I still think having Stealth Rock is pretty helpful for the team. So it is possible that I swap Garganacl for a Pokemon that also has Stealth Rock. You know, Garganacl's purpose, you know, as a Stealth Rocker, I would say that having a Stealth Rocker is kind of like a lead on the team. Like that's kind of one of the goals of it, because you typically want to get it down as early as possible. And I do have a lot of Pokemon that are kind of leads. Breloom is also a good lead, and it's a Pokemon that if I ever bring Breloom, it's often the first Pokemon I send out. Same thing with Iron Bundle, although Iron Bundle is just so fantastic, like it doesn't have to be a lead, but I do typically tend to lead with it because it's good against a lot of somewhat common leads in the meta. So I don't know, this conversation I don't think is super productive here, but I just kind of want to put those ideas out there. The fact that I'm considering swapping out either Breloom and or Garganacl. Everything else I think is working really well, and to be clear here, I think Breloom and Garganacl are great. Like they're not bad at all. But I think that it's possible that they could be swapped for Pokemon that help me even more. But you know, Breloom's still pretty clutch sometimes. Like I don't bring it that often, but when I do bring it, it is really clutch. Just having Focus Sash and being able to put stuff to sleep is great. And then Garganacl is super tanky, of course, and can get up Stealth Rock. And Salt Cure is an amazing move. I mean, it's just a really annoying move to deal with. So, you know, they definitely have their strengths, but we'll see if I can come up with Pokemon that might better fit those roles. And if you have suggestions, definitely let me know. I'm open to that as well. It'd be awesome if we make this something of a community effort. So if you have ideas for what I should swap those to, let me know in the comments. So thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.